The man had a simple thing. Somebody says he owes a debt. He says this, I could pay the debt. The other people said we don't accept that payment. We don't accept payment for the debt.
Yeah. So
what does that mean? So what does that mean?
It means the debt is paid in full.
There you go. It's done. There ain't no more debt.
Yeah. Got to go to the UCC.
There you go. We're done. Right.
See and find it.
That's it. We're done. You offered to pay, and they refused to take the payment. What more do you want me to do?
Right, but they got a date.
I'm paying my debt. I'm done. If you don't want me to pay my debt, what the hell do you want from me? I'm done. It's that simple.
Go start looking in the UCC. You'll find it.
You could say, not only do I believe that, and the Bible believes that, and the UCC believes that, and Grandma Moses believes that, and the Tooth Fairy believes that, and Santa Claus believes it, but that's the law of this land. You don't rely on the UCC because you didn't write the UCC. You're not going to be able to bring the man who wrote the UCC in open court to testify that that's what it actually defines when people see from the gospel instruments. You're not going to get somebody to do that. Who are you going to produce who's going to say, I created Section 7, I created Section 9, I created Section 3 of the UCC. I am the creator. I will tell you exactly what this means. Nobody. You will never be able to bring that entity into the building. So why in God's name would you say UCC says this? Oh, really? Really? So UCC says that, huh? Okay, Mr. UCC. I always wondered about that. Does UCC wear pants or does UCC wear a skirt? I always wanted to meet this UCC. Bring UCC forward, because I want to hear UCC say it for the record.
All right. Now, how do you convince them that they received?
Don't convince them. What do you mean convince them?
Well, how do you stop in other words, you go to them in writing, okay, as verbal as well, if you wish.
Yeah, he wrote it. Here's the payment for the debt. If they don't want to accept it, say, there you go, case closed. Have a nice day. There is no controversy. There is no more case.
But you know these idiots are going to keep coming.
Right.
Who's this? Okay, look, man, our guys are getting really pissed. Who's this mystical, magical, unicorn, lucky charm, leprechaun day?
Yeah, he said, hey, Carl, the judge told me that I got to come back on
the judge, you listen to leprechauns? You mean Bob? You mean Bob? You mean some man named Bob that happened to be wearing a black robe that day?
Right.
Ordered something from you. Bob ordered you to do something. So what are you going to do when Bob orders 10,000 pancakes?
Right.
Yeah, there you go. This is getting beyond silly. 83-something shows, man. I'm still doing the same bullshit. This is so simple, it's scary.
We just don't think as fast as you do or as well as
you do. It's simple. It's a man. It's not a day. It's not a judge. It's a man. You're looking at a man. He's wearing a costume. It's a man. Other than that, it's a naked ape just like you and me. It's a man in a costume. Believe me, the costume is not talking to you. It's the man. I don't get it. I don't get what you guys can't see. This is so simple it's scary. Is that what the 10,000 phone calls has been, JC?
Wait a minute, I just got on here, but what is the response to the man who says that, you've got to come up with the money, what have you, even though you've done the proper procedure?
So Bob, the lovely man, the lovely, sweet, lovely, God-blessing, God-fearing, Jesus Christ-loving man in a black robe, put it down in writing and order me, please. I'll be more than glad to be burdened with your orders.
Well, now that he's given an order, we can turn around and bill it.
Put the fucking thing in writing. Go and place your order in writing. I don't know who you are. You order me to give you 10,000 pancakes. You better believe you're going to put it in when you get around to the Happy Meal window. All of a sudden, I made 10,000 pancakes or 10,000 Happy Meals for you, and you go, oh, maybe you misunderstood what I said. I just said, give me a McBurger. I didn't ask you for 10,000. Do you think that's what I said? How effing hard is it to tell a guy to put in the writing and sign it? This ain't rocket science, guys.
Now that he's...
Like the lady earlier today, she said the judge left the guy in the black robe, lady hearing officer, whatever she wanted to call it, left the room. That's right, because she was making a claim for a property. She was like, I don't want to hear any of this. Because I'm not getting involved. I don't want to be held liable. All you have to do is say, Susie, what, are you going back to get my kid, Susie?
Well, Carl, yeah, I'm sorry, Carl, for cutting you off. Go ahead, finish. My only question is when Animal Control said that they wouldn't accept the payment.
Oh, Animal Control. Animal Control. Oh,
right.
Like Pepsi Cola says, and Kentucky Fried Chicken says, and Florida Power and Electric says. Oh,
right.
Does Animal Control wear a skirt or does Animal Control wear a dress? What does Animal Control look like?
They wear a skirt, man.
Oh, well, there you go.
Names. I got the officers' names. I got their cards, too.
No, you don't got the officer's name. You got the man or the woman's name.
Right, correct.
You don't got the officer because you can't go after Officer Bob. You can only go after Bob. And sometimes, too, at all times, it's an effing man. Sometimes it's an officer. But at all times, it does realize, and it's cognizant of the fact that it is a man by nature. There you go. It's this freaking simple. Are you telling me that's what the 10,000 phone calls have been? Just for this silly thing? This is so silly, it's scary.
But, Carl, so when she asked the man or the woman, can you take the payment, they said no. She adjudicated me guilty, man, and said that now I got a fine and penalties to pay.
That's lovely. That's lovely. Now make a claim against them. Make a claim against them. Tell them they're trying to get something that no longer exists. I mean, I no longer owe a debt. It's crystal clear. I tried to pay the debt. You refused to take the debt payment. What more do you want me to do? If they try to enforce it, that's when you go after them. You just say, you know what, they're intimidated, harassed, or whatever you believe, fine. Make a claim. Say I got the right to be let alone. This stuff ain't rocket science, people.
Isn't that the type of form of extortion, Carl, when you still try to make the payment and they tell you no?
You already made the payment. You're done.
Okay.
They refuse to accept the payment. What more do you want me to do?
Okay.
That's the best I can do. That's the best I can do. That's how this country rolls. This is a Judeo-Christian-based nation. You have to forgive those of their debt. If they fucking just say, hey, you have to allow me to do this. You can't hold me to it. And they got to let you go. There's no such thing as debt as prison. This isn't merry old England.
Well, you know how corrupt these courts are, Carl.
What courts? They're lovely. They're beautiful. They're wonderful. You just don't know what the hell you're doing when you walk into and engage in intercoursing with them. You have no clue. You're intercoursing with them. Yeah, literally. You're intercoursing with these clowns, and you're not wearing a rubber. And then you pick up some crazy disease and you call them bad? You got to go in there and protect yourself. If you don't have to protect yourself, you're just going to go intercourse with any entity that says, hey, come here and court me. So, well, what do I got to do to protect myself? That's all you're doing. And that's all I try to do. That's all my call is all about, is how to protect people from when people try to intercourse with you in a courtroom setting.